Understanding Prokaryotes and Eukaryotes. Welcome back to Nursing and Me. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of cells to help you understand the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms. Let's start with prokaryotes. These are organisms that do not have a nucleus or other membrane-bound organelles. The term prokaryote comes from the Greek words pro, meaning before, and karyon, meaning kernel or nucleus. This means prokaryotes existed before the evolution of a defined nucleus. They are typically single-celled organisms, such as bacteria and archaea. Prokaryotic cells are generally smaller and simpler than eukaryotic cells. They have a cell membrane, a cell wall in most cases, and cytoplasm. Their genetic material, DNA, is not enclosed within a nucleus. Instead, it is found in a region called the nucleoid. Prokaryotes reproduce through a process called binary fission, where one cell divides into two identical cells. Bacteria are the most common examples of prokaryotic organisms. They can be found almost everywhere on Earth, from soil to water, and even inside the human body. Another group of prokaryotes is archaea, which often thrive in extreme environments like hot springs or deep-sea hydrothermal vents. Now let's move on to eukaryotes. These are organisms whose cells have a nucleus enclosed within membranes, along with other membrane-bound organelles. The term eukaryote comes from the Greek words eu, meaning true, and karyon, meaning nucleus. This means eukaryotic cells have a true nucleus. Eukaryotes can be single-celled or multicellular organisms. Unlike prokaryotes, eukaryotic cells are larger and more complex. They have a defined nucleus that houses their DNA, and they contain various organelles such as mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus. These organelles perform specific functions that help the cell operate efficiently. Eukaryotic cells reproduce either through mitosis for growth and repair, or meiosis for sexual reproduction. Eukaryotes include a wide range of organisms, from single-celled organisms like amoebas and yeast, to complex multicellular organisms like plants, animals, and humans. Plants and animals are made up of trillions of eukaryotic cells that work together to form complex tissues and organs. Let's highlight some of the main differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Nucleus. Prokaryotes lack a nucleus, while eukaryotes have a well-defined nucleus that contains their genetic material. Organelles. Prokaryotic cells do not have membrane-bound organelles, whereas eukaryotic cells have various organelles, each with specific functions. Size. Prokaryotic cells are generally smaller, ranging from 0.1 to 5.0 micrometers, while eukaryotic cells are larger, typically between 10 to 100 micrometers. Reproduction. Prokaryotes reproduce asexually through binary fission, while eukaryotes can reproduce both asexually and sexually through mitosis and meiosis. Complexity. Eukaryotic cells are more complex due to the presence of organelles and a structured nucleus, while prokaryotic cells are simpler in structure. Understanding the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells is crucial in healthcare. For instance, antibiotics target specific structures in bacterial cells, prokaryotes, without harming human cells, eukaryotes. This knowledge helps in understanding how medications work and why certain treatments are effective against specific types of infections. In summary, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells are the two fundamental types of cells that make up all living organisms. Prokaryotes are simpler, smaller, and lack a nucleus, while eukaryotes are more complex, larger, and have a nucleus. This fundamental difference impacts how these organisms function and interact with their environment. Understanding these differences is essential for anyone in the healthcare field. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from Nursing in Me. Stay curious and keep learning.